Even though Ghana has signed all international conventions on the protection of the rights of children, cases of child rights abuses continue to exist, with child trafficking, especially in the Yeji community, one of the major forms of abuses depriving children the right to education and decent future. To help address this worrying menace, the GlobeServe Mission, in collaboration with the Westwood Community Church and the International Justice Mission, organized a one-day conference aimed at addressing issues of child slavery in Ghana, with much focus on the Volta Lake. Reverend Sam Dunya is the founder and general overseer of GlobeServe Ministries International.
When it comes to child trafficking and child slavery or injustice to our children, there are many ways of going at it. You can go at it through the law, or you can go at it through the gospel. And we have chosen the path of coming with the gospel of justice. And so the conference here is Yeji, is to really hammer home the whole transformation agenda that the gospel brings. When somebody is transformed by the gospel, it lasts and is also transferable. And then we can have a better place to live and enjoy our work. And so that is the main sense of what we are doing here today.
With poverty being one of the identified causes of the increase in the act of child trafficking, Reverend Sam Dunya called for a holistic approach that will aim at empowering parents in these areas by supporting them with employable skills.
I think one of the highlights was the issue of poverty and lack of employment. And so we could see that, money cannot solve that problem, but if the stakeholders can come out with some employable skills, some vocational skills, and how to, basically empower them to do this, and I believe that will be another sure way of actually helping lift them out of poverty so that we can actually deal with this issue of injustice properly. And we will go back and strategize to see how we can better come and equip these women so that also we can lift them out of poverty and see to it that, lives are changed and communities are transformed.
The program held under the theme, Changing Lives and Transforming Communities Through the Gospel of Justice, aimed at discouraging the practice of using children in various trades in exchange of money. Charles Nicholas is the missions director for Westwood Community Church USA.
We had great opportunity to talk to some of the fishermen that are on Volta Lake and to assure them that their children, if it's their children working with them on the lake, and the children are able to go to school and are being fed and taken care of well, there's no problem there. The problem is when children come from the coast and somebody has paid for that child and that child is working on the lake and they are not being fed well, they are not going to school. That's where the problem is. And so that's where the injustice is that we want to address.
Some of the participants told Joy News that the conference has helped in exposing them to some of the consequences of child labor, and they will help in educating others on the negative effects of the practice.
Today when I came here, I learned a lot. So as I'm going back, I have to educate my people that if you have a child in the house, you have to get him in school for him to go.
Some of us who are doing work such as fishing like this, some go for people's children and they don't treat them well. But coming here, I learned a lot from it that when we go for someone's child or someone's children, we have to treat them well, protect them in terms of schooling, in terms of teaching them about the gospel, treat them well. That's what I learned from it.
Reporting for Joy News, Anas Sabit, Yeji.